go ahead and go over the directions for today in case you need to go back and look at something, or if you're absent and you're a little confused about the assignment. Okay, so let us share what we're going over today. All right, so you should be seeing the Schoology page. Doesn't matter which class, you make sure that you click on the Zoom link from here, and it's just going to remind you that while you're waiting to be admitted and I'm taking attendance, to go ahead and do your bell work, because that is due the first few minutes of class. It's one of the only few things that are due during class, a test or bell work. Also, it's very important not to forget to turn in your work from last class, since after today it's half credit. So if you did that over the weekend, make sure you go ahead and submit that. And while I have your attention, make sure you've checked your email, because I know the testing coordinator sent some of you testing passes for your first shot at taking the FSA that due to COVID you missed last year. So stay on top of that. You want every opportunity available to you to take that test. All right, so as always, we're going to go into materials, and yours is going to look a little different, but you'll see week 5 and Monday. And again, I've got this same slide posted here. I may change this one since I have it in the other one. By the time this video is up, we'll see. And then you click here to see today's work. You will see the recording that I'm doing now and your bell work, which is to, in the comments, make sure for full credit, you both list 5 words that you think of when you think of reading the story, The Black Cat. So these could be words from the story, or your own words. More importantly, your own words. What comes to mind when you think of that story? And then you're going to try your shot at a thematic statement. This is a first attempt, so you're just thinking, what could be learned from this text, or what could I learn from this text? You're going to try to leave out any character names or specific details and just think about a lesson learned. So since this is your first try at it, in order to help you, I've attached 2 of the previous videos that we've went over on themes and how you can create that sentence. All right, so don't be afraid just to put it out there. Once you look at those 5 words that you think about, it'll be much easier to come up with a sentence about what could be learned from the story. So make sure you type the 5 words and the complete sentence, all right? And then the last thing you will have is the Black Cat final assignment. Now, it's very, very important that when you open this, you click My Document at the top. If not, you will type on the blank document, and that will mess everything up for all the rest of the classes. So click My Document. If you don't see that, click Make a Copy or Download so that you have your own copy. Submit that when you're finished. Make sure you have your first and last name on it. It is due at the beginning of next class. So just like last class's work is due today at the beginning of this class, this work is due next class. And after that, it's half credit. If you need to reread the text, go back to week 4, and I believe it's in the very last class in week 4. It's probably an every day of week 4, or you could just go and sign in to Actively Learn, and the text will be right there. Okay, so I'm going to open the document. Yours is going to look a little different than mine. Yours up here is going to say My Document, or it should if you're logged into Google Docs or G Suite. So if you're not sure about that, if you're in your class link right here where you went to log in to Schoology, G Suite is right here. So if you click on that, open it, log in with your My Polk Schools account, you should have no problem. The first part of this talks about character development in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Notice that some of these boxes will be left blank. For example, Pluto is in the beginning, Pluto is not in the end. I can put an X, I can type none, it doesn't matter. You know, the second black cat is obviously not at the beginning, So that's going to be left blank. So you're going to fill out what applies. This next part is about keywords. So here's a keyword, animals, and you're just answering in full sentences, why is this word important to the story? And this is going to help you with your critical thinking process and putting together the overall theme. And then lastly, you have some questions, but these are question stems. So I've completed the first part of the question for you. And what you should do is go into the last part of the question. And it will be much easier for you and for myself if you type it in another color. It'll help you see what you've answered and what you haven't if you've jumped around so you don't accidentally skip one. So for example, number 2, when the man was young, I can say the text says that he was a kind person. Okay, so that's that. Um, if you log off the meeting and you have any questions, I will have the meeting up. I'll be available to you. If you have any questions after class, make sure that you email me from your school email, your first name, your last name, along with the class period. That's very important. 240-ish of you, it takes me a while to look at that, okay? So I hope that you have a great day, and let me know if you need any help either during class or afterwards. Thanks.